Hi, my name is Teresa Goebel, and I have with me the chairs of the Family Ministry Committee during Allison's tenure. We're missing one Family Ministry chair, Joe Dellert, who couldn't be here today. But the rest of us have worked closely with Allison. We all have children in the RE program, but had the opportunity to collaborate more closely with Allison in our roles on the Family Ministry Committee. It's hard to think of a word or handful of words that describe Allison. As we put our heads together to think about kind of what's one word we could start with, we came up with a word that people don't often find in church. And I think it's a word that, after the message for all ages this morning, you will all appreciate. And that word is playful. Allison brings an incredible sense of playfulness to her role. This brings a special joy to our children, but also as parents, to see our children engage in a religious community that is playful and fun is especially resonant. We're going to break down playful a little bit further, and we're each going to share some other words that we associate with Allison, each of us taking a letter in the word playful.
I start with P. And for P, we have positive. Allison lets her light shine like a beacon of positivity in this church and with our families.
Next is L for listen. If you have ever talked to Allison, you know that she really listens to what you are saying. Allison's listening skills resonate especially deeply with our children. Children are often not listened to, and having someone like Allison listen deeply to what they say makes them feel heard, seen, and loved.
For A, there's many words. There's Allison, of course. There's also acceptance and acrobatic, agile, but I landed on abundance, because with every interaction, I felt that Allison's love was overflowing, her creativity filling all of us, and just a constant feeling of abundance when you're with her. Online, it says that there's an abundance mindset, and Allison definitely lives this way.
Why? Well, why do we love you, Allison, with a Y? Y is for young at heart Yankee who brought her magic to UUSF. Y is for years, some 10 of them, where you nurtured all of our yearnings. And Y is for yippee and yay, the enthusiasm and celebration with which you invite us always to say yes.
Well, it's impossible to have F without fun-loving. Allison knows that the way to build a community of love is through fun. And we have had so much of it. Today's message of all ages being just one example of the joy that she brings to the community, to all of us, and remind us of how important joy is. It's also for familiar. As Vanessa said, each Sunday when we come to church, Allison greets us with a hug and a smile. It's so clear how happy she is to see us and receive us. And the most important thing a minister can be for a kiddo and for any of us is home base. And that's what you've been.
U. U is for Unitarian Universalism. Allison is Unitarian Universalism to our kids. I grew up in the UU Church in San Diego. The husband and wife minister team who led my church during our childhood years are a huge part of what it means to me to be a UU. Wanting the same experience for my son, Charlie, I started bringing him here to RE classes when he was 6. Over the past 10 years, he has seen Allison virtually every time he has come to church. To him and to all the other children in our RE program, Allison represents what it means to be a UU. And what better representation could there be?
And finally, we come to L, for love. I believe that feeling love is to be seen. And Allison, you see us, you see our children, you see our families. And we recite every Sunday that love is the spirit of this church. And Allison, you embody that spirit with your love for each and every one of us. My children knew that I would cry and made fun of me as we drove here this morning, all I had to say was L, and then I would start tears flowing, and it happened. But I am reminded of the final word, or the big picture word, of playful, and of that joy that will continue to be in our hearts, and that you are forever with us.